Okay, I guess this is the start to the Germany vlog, and I'm gonna do something different than before. I'm gonna show the packing process. Alright, at Pearson, I got through security in 5 minutes, so that was pretty sick. I got my backpack and another backpack, just because one of them's a personal item, one of them's a carry-on. And now we walk to gate C30. Okay, so I'm sitting down waiting to board. So this is where I am in the airport. Kind of cool. And this is my setup right now. Okay, so I'm kind of going to describe before this trip actually starts what it's going to look like. So we start off in good old little Frankfurt here. I fly into here, and then as soon as I get there, I'm going to take a train to Munich. And then from Munich, I'm going to go to Berlin. And then from Berlin, I'm going to go to Hamburg. And then from Hamburg, I'm going to go to Cologne. And then from Cologne, I'll go back to Frankfurt, spend a few days there, and then fly out. So I have 102 points. I want to get a banana loaf. So I'll see if I can do it, because I'm at the airport Starbucks. So I'm next in line. I'm going to walk up, in person at register. And they have a banana loaf there. So we'll see if that works. Just get a banana loaf warmed up, please.
Thank you.
Perfect, thank you. Ah, it worked. Success.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Success. Alrighty, so this is Condor. I bought it through WestJet, but it ended up being a Condor flight. So it's set up in like an Airbus something. So it's 242. I didn't pay for my seat selection, but I got this, so it's kind of neat. And then I don't have anyone next to me right now, but I'm sure it'll fill up, and then that's it. Alrighty, we're back on this. So it was a bit of a maze getting out of the airport, but I lucked out. Their customs line was pretty long, but as soon as it hit me, they said go downstairs, and then there's no one there. So I dodged a bullet there. And now I'm taking the long distance train to Munich. So following the signs, doing pretty good. I am apt to do that. Only slept about like 3 hours on the flight. And then in Toronto, it's about 1 in the morning, but in Munich, it's 7:41 a.m. So it's gonna be a all-nighter, I guess, kind of, but it's fine. But yeah, let's go. All right, so exhilarating stuff. I'm waiting for the train that's gonna take me straight to Munich, and I stayed asleep through breakfast call on the plane, so I got this. So kind of cool. But yeah. Very good. I'm also just really hungry. So I'm taking a little power nap as I get to Munich. On the train, another smart thing. It has these little hooks where you can put your jacket on. Oh, you know, just... This is the hostel. Pretty sick. Can't check in for another like hour or two, but that is the bar that will have a really sick happy hour menu, which I'll do. But right now it's about 12:35. So check-ins at 2 hours. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. So where I am is right here. So I'm thinking I'll start off just by going down this trip to see 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever. As I go down this, check out look at the things like that, and wherever the local go in, have a light, and after that, I can come home, unwind, shower, get ready, and around 5:30 do this, and then go here. So we'll see. You know, German is the 5th most spoken language in the world. 5th. Yeah, true story. Read that on Google, so it better be right. I look bold with this hat on. I need a shower. But still we're in the same bed for like 20 hours, so it's gonna be a little stinky, but that's all right. Oh, people are getting like haircuts and stuff. But yeah, my hostel's basically just like in this like in road of what's going on. But alrighty, so this is Munich's old town. There's a couple like churches and cathedrals that I'm about to walk to, but pretty lively. Pretty lively. But yeah, like honestly feels pretty commercialized from what I'm looking at. There's like a Foot Locker here, there's a Levi's, kind of stores everywhere. But if I keep walking down there, I think there's a couple of cathedrals and churches that I can check out just on a little walk. I think this is their version of Simon's, Hudson's Bay. Oh yeah, they got like Louis Vuitton, things like that. Fancy Vodafone. Decided to walk down this street just because I don't know if the camera can pick up the color, but it's really pretty green. I have a joke for you guys. Oh, a Steve Iron store. Cool. But yeah, I have a joke for you guys. So, what is currently the hottest, but also one of the coldest places to be? It is Chile. Get it? Because Chile is like cold, and then Chile is also like, oh, that was hot. Chile. Yeah, okay, I'll shut up. Bye. And I've come to the little bar that opened at 4:30, so it's pretty cool. Kind of industrial brick wall looking, so it's pretty cool. And then when I checked in, they gave me a little like coupon for free beer, starting at 4:30. So mind you, it is 5:30. So the goal is 3 beers here, because one of them's free, and then the rest is apparently pretty cheap at this bar. So I'll do that, and then head out and then check out bars in the city. Thank you.
Well, no, there's a lot of pressure.
No pressure, no pressure. I'll hide it. Perfect pour. No, more or less. Thank you. So first for a beer, kind of like pretty small, pretty whatever, and then I think it's like neck it, right? But I told myself that I'm not gonna drink for no reason, so I'm gonna drink if I share a fun fact. All right. So the first one I'm gonna share is Christmas just passed, but when it is Christmas time, then in Germany, they actually coined the tradition of having a Christmas tree because they were the first ones to bring a tree in for the holidays. So sure. Alrighty, so I finished the free one, so I got an actual proper pint for myself, and I got a joke to share. So, what did the janitor say when he jumped out of the closet? Supplies! Because the janitor, surprise, supplies. Okay, I'm gonna shut up. And it is raining, so you already know what's up. I'm gonna walk in the rain. My little arcade spit. It's kind of dark, so you probably can't see me. But yes, we go. We go to the first beer hall and see how it's popping. On my train here, I was sitting beside this random gal that was telling me that she studies in Cologne, which I'm actually going to go to in my trip. But she studies in Cologne, and she told me that university is free for like postgraduates and graduate students. Free! Germany is free! Also, something I learned was that transportation as well. So like our equivalent to GO trains and things like that, also free. So students don't pay for a thing. It looks to be a wait inside, so I'll see if I can squeeze in because I'm just one person. And I think it's also Valentine's Day, so that's why there is a big lineup, but we'll see if I can get in. But yeah. Here we are, we're in the beer hall. This looks more like it. In the left, in the bar, so I don't know if you meant here or if you meant in there, but let's just take a look at the side, see what's popping. Oh yeah. This is the beer hall that I will just be dining in. So I didn't know what I was going to get, so I'm getting this. It was something that was their special, prepared every day. Beer hall recommended to me by the people at the hostel. So we'll try that out. And then I also got another one of the same beers, the Augustiner Keller. But yeah, while I eat, I have a little story time about why I actually wanted to come to Germany. So stay tuned. Disgustingly quick, which is nice because I was famished, but this is the meal, this is the beer. Finished up this absolutely bomb meal. By the way, I like genuinely, this is like a different like flavor palette than I've ever had before. Like an onion potato base, and then it's almost like stuffed ravioli. It's just like you just have to try it. You just have to eat it. But yeah, so the reason I actually wanted to ever come to Germany, in high school, I wasn't too good at French. So we only had to take it till grade 9. So then in grade 10, I still had to take a language. So I chose German, and it was the first year they were offering it. And I won't forget, it was same teacher, my same French teacher. She was actually German by like heritage. So her name was Madame Danhart. She's still alive, but she like taught me the basics of like, can I go to the bathroom? Can I order food? Can I like make my way out of an emergency situation? But she also taught us about the culture. So we were too young to appreciate the beer back then, but no, she did teach us about like the history, the castles, the food, and it made me really want to go. So then when I was in high school, before COVID hit, I was supposed to do an exchange, or like it was in works that I was going to do an exchange in Germany, but it fell through, but it was with the Goethe Institute. This is what life could have been, but I'm glad everything worked out the way it did. But big up to that teacher. I will always remember her, Madame Danhart. What a legend. Alrighty, so I fully forgot to record the fun fact for this beer, beer number 2.5. So, fun fact is, in German you call soccer or football, you call it Fußball. So like we call it Fußball. Fun fact for you. In Germany. So today's adventures start. I woke up nice and early, got some hotel breakfast done as you saw, and someone is running on the streets. Why are you running? But yeah, so in the hostel, there was someone that was snoring like a boat engine, like a motor boat engine. It was like, and like, mind you, jet lag, time difference. So I was waking up off and on anyway, so it wasn't the end of the world, but still, like a motor engine. So that was freaking annoying. But besides that, yeah, good morning. So I can teach us about some German vocabulary. So, Guten Morgen means good morning. Guten Tag means hello. And then the literal definition of like bye-bye, or how to say bye, is Auf Wiedersehen. But no one says that apparently. So everyone just says ciao. It's like ciao, or like tschüss, like tschüssi, or like tschüss. But yeah, so saying that, I'm gonna say tschüss. Bye. See some Mercedes-Benz. Fun fact about German monks. So when a monk fasts, they're not allowed to eat solid foods. So we learned that they're allowed to have liquids. So one of the most nutritious things they could drink was beer, because it has wheat, barley, malt, and yeast, right? So that's how it's made. So monks used to drink about 10 to 20 pints a day, and it's a lot less now because beer's gotten more alcoholic and stronger. But that's something I learned from the tour guide, so pretty cool. Some things I learned. So this castle, which I'll have a nice a nice video of. This was Ludwig II's castle. So he was the king of Bavaria, which is a state in Germany, where Munich is. So he was the king of this. He became king when he was 18. And he just kind of built this. He's just like, this is exactly what I want. So he had a cool little music room in there. His dining table, cool enough, it was like in the 18th century, but it levitated from there was like an elevator from the first floor to the second floor because he wanted to eat alone. He's like the ultimate iPad kid. So he had his chef make food for him, put it on the table, and then it would levitate like a level. So I really couldn't take a video in there, but that's a fun fact I wanted to share. When I went in, it felt like I was in like Bridgerton season 18 or whatever. It was really cool. This is nicer in the summertime, but I actually like the winter Wonderland version of this. But I cut it right after that one bite because that was the saltiest pretzel. I was expecting it to be like really soft and nice, but it was the saltiest thing known to man, so I could only eat half of it. And then the coffee that they had was a little bitter, but I don't mind it. Helped out with the saltiness a little bit. But yeah, that's it. And now we're driving to this castle. And apparently one of the shuttles is closed, so it's like a 40-minute walk up. So that's good. I'll make my blendstones do its actual work and not just hang out around a bar. They're actually going to be used to trek up a 40-minute little incline. Alrighty, so that castle is Ludwig, which was again the king of Bavaria. His parents' castle. So he built a much nicer castle because after this original one was built. So we're not going there, which is turned into a museum, but we are going to the other one, which is hidden in the snow right now. But yeah. Okay, so Protz. And now we down. I just had a very nice lunch. I had a soup, which was supposed to be really nice. It's like a potato soup, and a beer. So the beer was also really good. I ended up having it with two people that were sitting behind me in the bus. Turns out they're from Toronto, so what a small world. And also turns out that they were both Waterloo and Laurier grads, and I'm like, crazy, small world. So a lot of like commonalities there. So we got to kind of just hang out, chat. They invited me to have lunch with them, and I'm like, that's really sweet of them. So it was really nice. I didn't record anything. But yeah, so they're older. They were like 99 babies. So they were telling me about like how Waterloo used to look. Like SLC wasn't built, it was like being renovated, things like that. They're telling me like COVID lives and how they're in Toronto now. So I don't know, it was just like, it was really nice meeting random people. And then they said that they were doing a little trip where they saw the Olympics in Italy, in Milan. They were in Milan, and then they're now in Germany, and then they're gonna go to Switzerland, and that they got engaged like 5 days ago. So I'm like, that's sick. So it's really nice. Like, I love seeing people be happy, living their dreams. But yeah, cool. It literally feels like it's a Disney castle. I mean, we're gonna be up there soon, and I have a tour inside, but I can't take my camera in. But it just feels like a Disney Wonderland. Ah, it's beautiful. Another B-roll. Absolutely beautiful. Like, no words. Alrighty, so just coming back down from the castle, it was amazing. Learned a lot of cool things, but at this little stop they had these sugar donuts, circled sugar donuts, and I'm like, what isn't there to love about a sugar puff donut ball. So it's gonna be a little awkward, but I'm gonna do a little taste test at a bad angle. So here we go. Oh my god. It's soft. Oh, it's good. Yeah. I'm gonna wrap it up like this. Cool. Well, alrighty, so this is the food, and I think when I was in Ireland as well, I also got KFC one of the nights. So I'm gonna do the same like kind of taste test. So just a zinger. Yeah, it's kind of mid. I'm just gonna give me a bouillon ketchup. Alrighty, so in the hostel, I really should be sleeping early, but I'm like, I can't pass up on Aina beer. But considering that I've given him a lot of facts today, I'm gonna give a little like another joke, right? So a mathematician, what's a mathematician's favorite vacation spot? Considering we're on vacation, right? It's Times Square. I'm gonna dab someone up on the camera. Imagine to dab someone up on the camera, because Times Square, right? New York. Okay, I know that was really bad, so I'm gonna think of another one. What do you call a can opener that doesn't work? A can't opener. All right, last one. Why did the clock get kicked out of the library? It talked too much. Because tick tock, clock's talking. Okay, cheers. It's alright. So apparently one beer turned into two, because I was leaving, and then the bartender was like, "Mate, you Canadian?" And I'm like, "What? How'd you know that?" And he said it was because of the hat, and then also the way I was spoke when I ordered the first time around. So who knew? But cheers. The second one, but I just forgot to record. But yeah, just two. It is 4:38 a.m. What a smart idea I have to book a 5 a.m. train to Berlin, because it's 4 hours. So I was like, then I can get the whole day in Berlin. Not realizing I have to wake up at 5:38, or like, well, not 4:38. But now we brush. As I brush, I'll show you how stinky the showers are here. There's no one here because it's that early, but like, it's not pretty. It stinks. I'm not happy with this washroom, but that's okay. You live and you learn. Oh yeah. Alrighty, hello Berlin. I am taking the escalator up, and then I'm gonna go to my hostel really quickly because I have to put everything away, and then I have a bike tour at 11, so I have about an hour to walk to the hostel, put my bag away, hopefully try to grab a really quick bite, and yeah, that's about it. It's a little chilly, I won't lie. It's about like -6 here, but I guess it's because we're a bit more north, so a hat and gloves will be coming on. That's it. Cheers. So, in Berlin, fun fact, a lot of things are closed on Mondays. So, I have like 20 minutes to rush to my bike tour to get there on time. But I saw this like cool little like donut shop, and I'm like, you know what? Donut for breakfast? Why not? So I got a coffee and a donut for breakfast, and now I trek. Cheers. So did you guys take the train down as well, or did you have to fly?
No, we drove.
Oh, you drove? Nice, yeah.
About a 5-hour drive. 5 hours. 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 5
Is it the same, like right, left-hand drive, right-hand drive?
Yeah, it's the
Same?
same.
Yes. Nice. I think, is it just the United Kingdom that drives on the other side?
Sorry?
Is it just the UK that then drives on the other side in Europe?
Yeah.
Maybe France?
No, I think it's only England.
Only England? Okay.
And
That's...
Ireland.
Alrighty, I am back after so long of not using the camera because it was freezing cold and I didn't want to take my hands out, but I'm thinking, I'm in Berlin, so I can give you a little hostel tour. Okay, that's literally it. It looks like a prison cell, but it's only $25 a night, so can't complain. And it's in like the heart of pretty much everything. But the guy gave me my key, the one at the reception, and said, go and pick any bed. There's only one bed free, which is this one. Don't know how I feel about it. Don't really have a choice, but yeah. And then you put your sheets on yourself. I just put all my shit down there for a minute. And then they got a little mirror. That's me. Oh, this is darkness. It's okay. And then there's a locker that you can use. And then fun fact, always bring your own like padlock, because they won't give them to you unless you like buy them off the reception. But padlock, so I'm gonna lock away my laptop and stuff. And then pretty decent view. I'm only on the first floor, but that's like the hostel sign, and it's just like kind of on like a side street, but it's close to the main thing. So hostel tour. So I'm really hungry because I realized that I only ate like small snacks throughout the day. So there's this restaurant right next to my house and it looked reasonably priced, and this is not the entrance. Lovely. I'm an idiot. All right, let's walk around. But yeah, I realized I had the donut in the morning for breakfast, and that's it. So I've been really hungry and I don't realize why, but yeah. So here it is, Grand Bar. I think, yeah, this says entrance. Does it? No. It literally says to go the other way. I swear I'm just there with my bro. I have to like 5 cups of this. Oh, I said 5 different like signs for it. Obviously my luck that I just do the last one afterwards. I wish I could read this. I really don't know what this means. Entrance. That's not the entrance. I think I'll wait for turn around. Oh, I am an idiot. Cool, rundown. So while I wait for the food, essentially what happened was, as soon as we started the tour, it was a little chilly, but I was the only one signed up for the English tour at all. And there was like a group of 20 people that signed up for like the Dutch version of the tour. But then I think a family saw that I was literally alone, so they're like, oh, we speak English, let's join you on the English tour. So I wasn't all alone, so that was nice. So I think I have some B-roll of the footage, which I put in already, but it was so cold that I had to put the camera away, and it started snowing. And I'm okay with snow. We're biking in the snow, and I don't know if you know about like how cold your hands can get and how cold your feet can get, but shiver me timbers, like that was bad. And it was like a 4.5 hour tour. Beautiful, amazing. I didn't vlog any of it, but I took photos on my like camera, which I'll put in now. Cool. And that's everything I learned about it. So it's pretty nice. But yeah, again, it made me really tired, was really cold. I was struggling because my nose got all red, and like I dressed pretty warm, but I needed like a scarf or something, right? To keep myself warm. But again, great tour guide. And so much history in Berlin. Just so much. And I think like I never learned history properly because COVID hit, and I don't think in grade 10 I just had like this is the food. Alrighty, so this is the setup. That's a big pizza, holy shit. And then I got one beer for today.